Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to this next van update. So I haven't done one of these videos in a little bit. I've already taken a 2-week long road trip back a few months ago. I've been to several other places and have used some of the items that I put in the last video, my last update video. I wanted to tell you how that was going. And I also want to show you a few other things that I have bought for the van since then. Just gonna sit and talk a little bit about the van. Hope you'll stay and join me for that and check out my new cap. How cute is that? That's Buc-ee's. If you like that, the Junk Gypsy brand stuff that has a bunch of Wonderlust stuff on it, which of course I'm all about. You can find it at Buc-ee's. But anyway, let's get into this van. Let's see what else we got. Wonderlust. Oh my god, let's see what we got. Alright, so she's pretty much looking the same. Other than, it's very decluttered and clean in here because I've cleaned everything out from my trips, and it feels so nice and clean. Anyway. So, you can see the usual setup here. Got my table up there. The cooler that I use for now, anyway. I'm not going to say more about that yet because that will most likely soon be changing. But we're at the end of summer, coming up on fall, so this is going to be great camping weather. Much better than summertime for sure, especially when you have no AC in here running all the time or anything like that. So yeah, but I've got some stuff for the fall and winter when I want to do some camping here. There's a couple of blankets here I want to show you, but first I want to mention this doodad right here. Now, in the last update video that I had, I'm going to link that playlist down below so you can catch all of those update videos, camper van videos that show you a lot of the stuff that's in here. So I've covered this before. This is the tire inflator, the portable tire inflator that I bought before my 2-week road trip. And I want to tell you, I mentioned in that video that I hoped I didn't have to use this. Whatever. I have used this like a handful of times already, and I have even taken it out of the van and used it on my other vehicle that I have. This is a 10/10 recommend. It has worked beautifully. Like I said before, explained, you just hook this into like your cigarette lighter in your vehicle, turn it on, and it will inflate your tires. I've had to do this because one time I had a pinhole in my tire and had to air it up so that I could go get a plug. Also, temperature changes causes the pressure in your tires to change. So this little baby airs them up, gets them ready to go. You don't have to hunt for a gas station or a tire shop or something to inflate your tires. You have it with you everywhere you go. This is a highly recommend. I bought this from Walmart. Check out your local Walmart. Go online. It was about $40-50. Highly recommend because I have used it quite a few times and it has been very convenient. So do get this. This is a must-have. So I already have a pretty thick, bedspread that stays on my bed all the time. So it's pretty warm, but when it gets really cold outside, I need some extra bedding. And I usually carry with me like a little fluffy blanket that helps, but this is like a quilt. This is, I was gifted this not very long ago. I don't exactly know where it came from or what company manufactured it or whatever, but I was gifted this and just wanted to show y'all how absolutely cute it is and how much it goes with the decor in here. The turquoise on it is perfect. matches. And I just thought it was totally cute with the little western scenes on it and the boots. But yeah, it's a throw, so it's not just like, it's not going to cover the whole bed. It's not that big. But it's going to be big enough to add for extra warmth during the fall when it gets a little chilly and the winter. So I just had to show that off and advise that, yeah, that's probably something that you'll want to get when it gets a little chillier and you don't have climate control in here. Non-insulated van again. Van's not insulated. There's no AC that runs all night. There's no heater that runs all night. So you got to keep warm and cool somehow, right? And speaking of that, now this doesn't necessarily match. I couldn't find a turquoise one, but that's okay. Here's a little 12-volt heating blanket. Now it's important because I do have a power station in here, so I can hook this up to the power station because the power station has an adapter that fits this plug, like a cigarette lighter plug, I call it. Plug that into your power source and you have a heating blanket. So I have not had a full-size heating blanket up to this point. I had like a heating pad that I was using at one time that barely helped, but this is legit a heating blanket, and the brand is Stalwart if you want to check them out. 12-volt heated travel blanket. And make sure if you're hooking it up to your power banks and stuff like that, that you do have something that's kind of low voltage like this that won't blow up your power bank. Just check all your stats before you buy something. But this is a travel blanket. It's meant to go, it is 12 volt. It's meant to go with you in your vehicles and stuff like that. So this, I think, is going to help a lot when it gets really chilly outside. So I will test this, and later on I'll have to tell you about it. I'm sure in the videos you're noticing this thing and you're like, what is that? This is Annie's, my cat Annie. This is her little toy that just stays in here. There was a stick attached to this, but we just took that off, and yeah, she plays with this on the road. All right, y'all, we're up here in the front of the van. I want to show you a couple of things that I keep around the passenger seat and the driver's seat that's real convenient. Y'all, I know this is not a must-have, but I found this at Walmart as well, and I was like, how perfect is this? But if you're traveling a lot and, you know, if you're like me, you try to jot some stuff down when you're passing by something, you're like, I need to come back, or you make a list of something. How cute is that with a little van on it? Adventure awaits, and it's just like normal paperwork or normal notebook paper here. So that's cute. I bought that. Just had to throw that in there. But this is what is really important that's in this bag. Veto Man or VTO Man. So I was recommended this contraption. I'm going to show you what it is here in a second. By a coworker that said it works really well. So I decided to get this. Let me show you. Okay, so this is my new V6 Pro jump starter. Luckily, I have not had any battery issues up to this point with my van. But this is something you got to remember when you're out traveling, especially if you can't get to a service station. You're out, you know, traveling somewhere in the mountains like I have been lately. Battery goes dead. You need to jump it off to get somewhere. This will probably be your savior. Now, I have not, again, had to use this as of yet. But this is a great thing to have, and it's been tested and used by people that I know, so I am trusting that this is going to be a good product. This is the little portable jump starter. It actually has a little compass on there, which is kind of cool. It has a light here on the very front, you can see as well. And I think it even blinks. It's more of like a safety thing. But you've got that. You've got the place here where it hooks in to the jumper cables. But I wanted to show you in the bag here are those cables in there. So it's just like any other jumper cables that you would have. This is recommended. Have not used it, but if you have a brand that you like better, if you've heard of something better, let me know. I've heard good things about this brand. I found this on Amazon. They have different types that you can get. If you have a bigger vehicle, you're going to need a bigger unit than this. But for my little van, this is going to be fine to jump start it. So I recommend checking something like this out. Maybe not quite this one, because I don't know. I can't tell you if it's great or not. Just was recommended to me. But something you might want to think about is a little jump starter for your van or your car. Check out my new cup holder coasters. Of course, from Buc-ee's. Alright, so let's talk about my power bank, the Pecron 1500 watt. I have to say, for the most part, I would recommend Pecron. There's been one little thing that has gone wrong with this. Otherwise, it has charged my devices and it has done well for what I use it for. So I can't really complain. The unit itself has worked fine as far as I can tell, but it comes with this huge charger. So this is what you basically bring your unit into the house, or if you're staying in a hotel, wherever you can get some substantial power, plug it into the wall. This little thing starts running and it powers your power bank pretty darn quick. It's like a supercharger, okay? So this end right here will go into the side. It's going to be that side of the Pecron, and it will charge it up pretty darn quick. You can hear the fan blowing in this unit, and it charges it up really fast. This thing no longer works. I have not had my Pecron for very long, and this wall adapter charger no longer works. I had to contact Pecron to see if there was something I was doing wrong. I mean, I plugged it in, the fan would start going, it would start charging, and then it would just stop and not charge it at all. It would never fully charge my Pecron. So basically they just told me, oh, well, we're sorry. Sounds like you're just going to have to buy another one. Now, bear in mind, the price I paid for my Pecron, it came with this little pack right here. It's got a cigarette lighter charger in here and some adapters that you can put on your Pecron, and it also came with this supercharger here. So now I'm going to have to buy the supercharger separately, which is not really cheap. This thing is pretty expensive, so I'm not happy about that at all. But basically they told me, oh, you're kind of SOL, you're going to have to buy a new one. Because the cigarette lighter, I plug it into the car to charge my Pecron, because I still do not have solar panels just yet to charge it. That's the only way I can charge it, and it is super slow, y'all. It charges it, but it's super slow. So I'm not really happy about that, but I guess it just happens sometimes. So this thing is pretty much useless. I'm going to have to buy another one. That's my only gripe about it thus far. Otherwise, great. I can't imagine doing this and staying in this van for extended periods of time without the power station now. So I'm glad I have it. So I know I've talked about my little portable toilet, my camping toilet. many times. It's awesome that it fits in this little case right here. And if you want to see exactly how to set it up or what it's all about, check out my previous videos on my van update, and it will be there on how to set this thing up. But actually, I highly recommend this thing. It is basically a bucket toilet. It's expandable, which is what makes it a little different, so that it can be stored underneath my bed so it doesn't take up very much space, which is why I got the expandable. But anyway, it's basically a bucket toilet. But check those past videos out. And I've always kind of mentioned what I put in the toilet. It's not unicorn tails, but I just use this little container. You can see the little pellets in there. These are like animal bedding pellets. I don't know if I've ever showed exactly what I put in there, but I'm going to show you the bag that I buy. You can get it at like Tractor Supply or places like that. But I keep it in this cute little plastic deal. I actually have 2 plastic containers that I keep this stuff in. So I just thought it was funny with the unicorn stuff on there. But let me show you exactly this stuff of what I put in my toilet. This is it right here. It's called Cozy and Fresh. It is, and it does say superior moisture and odor control, which is the point. That's why you need it. But it is pine bedding and litter for small animals is how they sell it here. But that is the brand. That's the name of it, and you can get it at your feed stores, Tractor Supply, things like that. And it does. It works great. It cuts down on the odor for sure, and it will absorb that moisture that you put on it. So this stuff, yeah, if you've got a bucket toilet like mine, highly recommend this stuff. I have used it quite a few times, and it works well. Alright, got my goodie bag out here because I wanted to show you some of the food that I keep in the goodie bag in my van all the time, because it's not going to spoil. It's not going to hurt to stay in here. This is going to be my freeze-dried food. Now, Adventure Meals, I did a video on that, tasting those, because I had never had them before, and I was like, I don't know. So good. The fettuccine alfredo with chicken is my absolute favorite. It is awesome pasta, okay? So, highly recommend that. They have got some mac and cheese, but these, the Farm to Summit, I found when I was in Colorado not very long ago, like a week ago. These are their version of the freeze-dried food. These are made in Durango, Colorado. And the guy, when I went to purchase it, the guy at the cash register told me, he's like, oh yeah, you're going to love these. He said, and they're actually better for you than the Adventure Meals. I don't know, but I was like, oh, this is awesome. So I'm going to try the green chili mac and cheese and then the rainbow pasta I got, which is a smaller bag. I like that it's a smaller portion there. Because these are pretty good size, y'all. These you could honestly feed probably 2 people. But if you're out hiking and you're real active, that packs a punch as far as like, you know, giving you energy and protein and stuff like that. So it'll definitely fill your belly. But these are awesome to have in the van. I'm glad I discovered them, and they are good. I will let you know at some point what I think of Farm to Summit. Ooh, it's a little hot out here, so I'm going to try to keep it quick. But most everything I've gotten in my van, I have used and I have enjoyed. And it has definitely been useful. Everything that I have. The tire inflator and the jump starter, it should be an absolute must in your vehicle, in your regular vehicle, or something that you're going to be traveling a lot in. I have decided that I should have bought that from the very beginning, so I'm glad I did. keeping your food, having a toilet in here, and a nice, comfortable bed. If you are still thinking about what kind of bed you want, check out my last van update video. Check out my original video where I think it's titled No Build, Easy No Build Camper Van. I will put that playlist in the description. You can find all those videos there where I put my updates. I put my original camper van video in there. Check all those out if you have any questions of exactly what I have in here, including dimensions of the bed, the upgrade that I did to the mattress on the bed. This is just a camping cot in here. So it's real easy to do and put in a van like this, which I have a cargo van, Nissan NV200. So check out those videos and you will get all of that information. But I will keep trying to update y'all on new things and how they work out. I wanted to mention while we're out here too, the curtain situation. This is how I divide the front of the van from the back when I'm here for privacy. So you see the curtains there. Those are blackout curtains from Walmart, and you see the Velcro strip on the curtain, but you also see it on the top of the van here. So I just wanted to give an update and say this has worked very well for me so far. I have not had an issue with the Velcro coming off. The ceiling, it's come away in a couple of parts where it's kind of like, but it does not affect the curtain. It hasn't come all the way down. It's been awesome. Real easy way to divide the front from the back and give privacy. So those are blackout curtains with super strong Velcro. So you have to get the heavy duty Velcro is what I recommend, and it has worked perfectly. I also want to say that the little twinkle lights, the little fairy lights that I have up here that are twisted around the little structures or whatever on the roof, the stabilizers or whatever, have worked well as well. I very much enjoy them for mood lighting. But in my other videos, I did describe how I put these on here. You can see there is a heavy-duty magnet on the battery pack. The heavy-duty magnets do come with like sticky stuff on there, so initially I just stuck them to the battery pack and stuck it up there after I twisted the little fairy lights around. But eventually that glue on the magnet gets kind of weak and the battery pack ends up falling off. So super glue is then your friend. So the only problem I've had out of these is I've had to super glue the magnets onto the battery packs. If you're looking for a light that's a little brighter than these little fairy lights, because they're not bright, check these out on Amazon. They're little push button lights. I bought maybe like a 4-pack of these. I can't remember, but they take a battery or two in there, a little battery, and they throw out some really bright light if that's what you would rather have versus your mood lighting. So I only have one of these in here so far. I don't know why I didn't install the other ones. I guess I just didn't really need it, but obviously I can install other ones if I need to. They've got a pretty sticky substance on the back of them where they just stick on the wall. So I haven't had a problem with that one falling off yet. So I may add one or two to the wall over here. I always keep a fly swatter in here. You open the door anywhere that you stay and the flies tend to get in. But this little light, it's an Energizer light. I think I've shown this before as well. But just wanted to let you know, it's kind of like a headlight. You can put it around your head, so it's kind of out of the way, or you can take it off this strap and just kind of snap it to something else. But it's super bright, and you can get these at Walmart as well. It helps when you're out somewhere and it's pitch dark, you have no lighting. It helps if you have to get outside for anything. It will definitely light your way, so I recommend those. All right, y'all, real short and sweet, because it's kind of hot out here, And I just wanted to give y'all a quick update of things, show you a couple of things that I bought. I'm still in the market for some more things, so do stay tuned. I'm going to try to do these update videos and show you exactly what I get and what I think about it when I test them out. And next thing I'm looking forward to is something to maybe cool the van down when it gets warm in here and hot in here. Stay tuned for that because I still have a pretty good idea of what I want. So thank you for coming along today and getting this quick update. And if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Any good ideas that you have for your vehicles, your camper, vehicle, van, whatever, let me know. I'm open to suggestion. So thank you again for watching. Hope you'll come back, see where we wander to next. We've got a trip coming up in the next few days. Maybe not a van trip, but it should be fun. But I've got more van adventures in the future, so stay tuned. Again, please like and subscribe if you have not already. Sure helps when you do. Thank you again. We'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.